Is Paul Shepard, aka Fireball Paul. Paul is a singer-songwriter who grew up in New Brunswick. His grandfather Wilfred and brothers played barn dances. His grandmother Priscilla was a poet and storyteller. Paul said he loved those years. Growing up, he played keyboard and sang in a heavy metal band called White Trash, if you can imagine. In the 90s, he recorded an album with John Harpel, who's a musician from Nova Scotia, as the Eastern Gypsy Duo. He moved to Portage in 2001. Paul started performing on his own, and for a while he performed with Annette Heel as Quite Likely. A number of years ago, he decided he wanted to get back to his first love, writing and singing his own songs. Due to a burn accident 30 years ago, where he nearly lost some fingers, he developed a playing style that he's called scrub blues. He recently had a show at the Park Theatre in Winnipeg. It was called Life's a Lesson, My Stories, with Johnny Dietrich as his special guest, and it was a great singer-songwriter evening. I say that Paul looks at the world, he has an opinion, and then he writes a song. He has music that can be viewed on his YouTube page, and welcome, Fireball Paul.
Thank you, Luann. Without you, this wouldn't have happened at all. So thank you very much. You helped us out with the old concerts in the park, and you're spurring on the new ones here, so thank you. This song, I wrote this during the COVID years. That was a depressing time, wasn't it, huh? Yeah. But we're all here. So this is called I'd Rather Be a Toad. Well, when God made me, he broke the mold. He said, I'm sick of making frogs, I'm gonna make toads. I'm not a handsome man with a law degree. I'm not a rich man's son with a Maserati. I'm just a kid from the east looking to the west. I'm scrubbing my six string, trying to do my best. I got the sun on my neck and I'm easing on down the road. Well, it's nice to be a frog, I'd rather be a toad. I met a sweet young lady, I was 21. Well, she was way too good looking and she carried a gun. Oh, she robbed the store when I was getting gas. I knew that this love wouldn't last. Now the police came, well, they took her away. I'm pumping gas for a living today. Oh, yeah. I'm just a kid from the east, looking to the west. Scrubbing my six string, trying to do my best. I got the sun on my neck and I'm easing on down the road. Well, it's nice to be a frog, I'd rather be a toad. Yeah, it's nice to be a frog, but I'd rather be a toad. Well, now I don't want gold and I don't want cash. I just want to find a love that'll last. I sleep alone under the stars above. And I dream about you and I dream about love. Oh, I'm just a kid from the east, looking to the west. Scrubbing my six strings, trying to do my best. I got the sun on my neck and I'm easing on down the road. Well, it's nice to be a frog, I'd rather be a toad. Yeah, it's nice to be a frog, but I'd rather be a toad. Thank you. Back in New Brunswick, we had this lady, her name was Bertha. And Bertha loved to feed the stray animals. So when she died, this is what happened. Well, we took Bertha Baker down to the undertaker, and he pumped her full of helium and not formaldehyde. So at the presentation, why, she rose to the occasion. Had to lock the casket because she would not stay inside. Well, now Bertha had a heart of gold underneath that buxom chest. Cats and dogs all cried that day when we laid her to rest. She fed the strays most every day. They came from miles around. Well, she'd let a yell from the kitchen door, and they loved that dreadful sound. Yeah, we took Bertha Baker down to the undertaker, and he pumped her full of helium and not formaldehyde. So at the presentation, why, she rose to the occasion. Had to lock the casket because she would not stay inside. Well, now Bertha had a hair lip and a greasy beard to match. She had arms as long as fishing poles, and her own back she could scratch. Eyes the size of frying pans and legs the big as trees, and a nose as long as a rainy Monday morning when it bleeds. Yeah, we took Bertha Baker down to the undertaker, and he pumped her full of helium and not formaldehyde. So at the presentation, why, she rose to the occasion. Had to lock the casket because she would not stay inside. Well, now Sam the undertaker, he was blowing up balloons for the fair that day we always had on the 21st of June. Sam liked to drink a bit, you know, everybody knows. So he switched the tanks on Bertha. That's how the story goes. Well, the preacher preached the funeral as the casket left the ground. He said, "Take her, Lord, you can't hold on. She's dead, but she won't lay down." Bertha drifted upward, then she struck a lightning rod. Oh, with a bang, the church bells rang. She's ready for the sod. Yeah, we took Bertha Baker down to the undertaker, and he pumped her full of helium and not formaldehyde. So at the presentation, why, she rose to the occasion. Had to lock the casket because she would not stay inside. Yeah, when we put her in the ground, we all stood up and sighed. Thank you. Now, Luann mentioned Tom Howe. Tom Howe was a really good friend of mine. And the reason I got that Fireball Paul name, because I used to drink that Fireball whiskey for about 35 years. And Tom helped me a lot in that regard. Bless him. So this is for Tom. If I die before I wake, no need to call that man who undertakes. I'll be in the dust that blows away. I hope to live another day. Did you eat right? Did you live right? Did you do what you were told? Did you go to school, play by the rules? Did you get a little bold? Did you give her a kiss in the morning? Did you give her a kiss at night? Or did you do your best with that paycheck? Well, did you like to fight? Oh, if I die before I wake, no need to call the man who undertakes. Well, I'll be in the dust that blows away. I hope to live another day. Well, now I guess we'll find out in the end if we ever wake again. It's gonna be alright if you see that morning light. So if I die before I wake, no need to call the man who undertakes. I'll be in the dust that blows away. I hope to live another day. Oh yeah, if I die before I wake, no need to call a man who undertakes. I'll be in the dust that blows away. I hope to live another day. Thank you. This is called If You Ain't a Sinner, Throw a Stone. We have all had our share of sins. I know I have. Well, the bombs are flying. I'm real tired of the nightly news. Why can't people just realize, well, they're all about to lose? Yeah, we're fighting for the freedom, one we never had. Ain't no fun pointing the gun, well, it always turns out bad. Well, if you ain't a sinner, throw a stone. I'm sure that you'd be standing by yourself out all alone. There ain't no way you can try to tell me that I'm wrong. Oh, if you ain't a sinner, you can throw a stone. Plant flowers in the fields where landmines used to be. Let the little children run around, be happy and be free. And shake your neighbor's hand, coast to coast and more. Well, the rich can give their money to the lost and to the poor. Well, if you ain't a sinner, throw a stone. I'm sure that you'd be standing by yourself out all alone. There ain't no way you can try to tell me that I'm wrong. Oh, if you ain't a sinner, you can throw a stone. She says we got time for one more. So when I first came out to Portage, this was the first song I wrote. It was 2001, September 11th, right after. I came to Portage and this girl said, if you live here, you're just gonna die here. She was quite worried. She had me worried too, but I'm still here. And you all are too. some gas and pack up cigarettes. Well, I asked that girl if there's work here in Manitoba. She said it's plain to see, well, you ain't from here, you better keep on driving west. She said, listen to me, honey, don't spend your money, you're gonna die here in the end. You're never gonna hear those East Coast blues again. Listen to me, baby, don't let it drive you crazy, better catch that old east wind. Oh, you're never gonna hear those East Coast blues again. You're never gonna hear those East Coast blues again. So I drove all night to the morning light to Alberta. Well, the girl inside said, where you from, honey? I said, east. She said, it's plain to see, well, you ain't from here in Alberta. Turn yourself around, you're never gonna see the sea. She said, listen to me, honey, don't spend your money, you're gonna die here in the end. You're never gonna hear those East Coast blues again. Listen to me, baby, don't let it drive you crazy, you better catch that old east wind. Oh, you're never gonna hear those East Coast blues again. You're never gonna hear those East Coast blues again. Thank you very much.